Hi, so I had a strange dream, well, this morning really, and it had, I think it was Bear Grylls and somebody else with him, and I was with my wife, and I held her from the waist and lifted her up on my shoulders, something I probably couldn't do in reality, and we were being told to look at this thing. It was looked like a yellow rubbery thing, and it was carved out from the inside. My wife, she was pulling at it, and I was saying, "Be careful." They were saying, "Be careful," and it had like black dots in it, like mites or something, insects. And it must have fallen. They took her down, and then I was asking them, "Who's going to get me down?" Even though I was on the floor, but they pulled me down as well, as if I somehow levitated or something. Um, and then it was like my face was covered in this stuff, and my whole ear was black, covered with this stuff, like as if it was mud. And then the guy from, I think it was I'm a Celebrity, the one that comes out when they get insects stuck in their nose or ears. Someone like him came, and Bear Grylls was there, and this other guy, and they were trying to pull out these things from my ear, and it was painful. And I know they pulled out from my throat this insect thing, and it was like pinkish. And then I threw up, and I threw up like not like normal vomit with bits of carrot, things like that. It was like colours, so it was this like paint, as if it was paint, and there was like orange and white. I remember that. And then um, what else was there? They took it out from my ear, um, and then I came over to Bear Grylls and the guy who was sitting down now, and I was like obviously shaken and whatever, and not wow. And they said I had a bogey on my lip, but it wasn't. But it was on my leg, and then it was like a reed, like this long green reed that was wrapped around my leg. I threw that off, and then I was asking them if they ever had an experience like this, because I was thinking at the time, oh, I wish I hadn't done this now. So I was wanting to know if they had that kind of feeling. And then Beck was telling me about this story about, I assume it's his wife, and she had gone to this forest and got bitten by a birch tree or something like that, a mite from one, and then she turned into a tree. And he said something like, and they could only see her, every summer, like when the tree blooms or whatever. But it wasn't said in a funny way. But I'm thinking about it now. It's like very like black humor. That idea of she turned into a tree and that he'd come visit her every time she bloomed. So that was really. And in the dream, I was thinking about it. Like, is it possible someone can actually be bitten and turn into a tree? Yeah. So it seemed like a very dreamlike thing. Yeah. So that was a dream. Very very real and intense dream, and I woke up with it, of like having these things in my ears and mouth and all these insects